Hello, friends. Jenkins Dota here, editor for Gossip Girl Magazine, here with my assistant, D. Chell, also with Gossip Girl Magazine. D. Chell, how are you doing?
I'm really excited to talk about all the spicy drama, all of
So much drama.
the hot celebrities who used to be hot and are no longer hot because they were photographed without makeup. And
Also aging. Also aging.
yes,
Have you seen
sometimes.
PPD these days?
Oh my
He's
God,
incredibly attractive. What do you think I was going to say there?
let's get into the predictions.
Most picked hero. So we have to also consider that there's going to be bans. So it's a hero that doesn't get banned a lot.
Right.
I'm going to say like
For reference, the most picked hero in the history of TI is Earthshaker.
okay.
Knoxville was tweeting about that like a month ago or something like that. So
I can't help but feel that hero is quite bannable right now though. I'm thinking something like Shadow Demon or like Grimstroke. You know,
okay.
Grim does get banned a lot, but it gets banned a lot. Like I think it's going to be a support. I think people are first facing a lot of like position fives. I'm going to say like Shadow Demon.
Yeah, it's usually a support. The weird thing is, if we're looking at last tournament, like the qualifiers leading up to TI, we had Ember Spirit core, Centaur Warrunner core, Wraith King core as the three most picked heroes, and then Grimstroke, Spirit Breaker, and Shadow Demon.
I'm gonna go with Grimstroke. That's what I'm gonna say.
I think I'm gonna go Rubik just because it's such a popular hero. We've got
It's
a lot
never
of
a bad
really good
Rubik game.
Rubik players in this year's
Yeah.
TI, that's for sure.
Most banned hero. Okay. So this one is like Bat Rider or Io.
The TI meta heroes, right? It's always those heroes are always very prevalent at TI.
And I do feel like the nerfs to Omni weren't enough, and that's always a hero that people ban. But I also think that people were banning it in the TI qualifiers because it's not yet understood how to deal with it properly. I don't think that it's going to. I think people are going to just find ways to deal with it. I really want to say just Bat or Io, and I'm leaning towards Bat Rider, just because Io's been like really heavily nerfed, and I think Bat still does exactly what you want a Bat to do. Like a Bat can completely decimate, a Centaur or a Mars, position 5.
Okay.
Tons of other heroes, and then Bat is just an amazing offlaner. He can buy travels and defend lanes forever. Like he's still got the exact niche that makes him kind of bullshit. And then in the late game, he's a lasso, which is one of the most annoying things.
Okay.
If you're not feeling Bat Rider, I also think OD because it counters like almost every mid hero.
Yeah,
so I know people ban that a lot. Second phase though, that's a second phase ban.
He was the third most banned hero during the TI qualifiers. It went Ember Spirit, Omni Knight, OD, Io, Chen. I'm actually going to go with Chen myself, just because I feel like that hero accelerates your tempo, and I feel like tempo is being seen more and more as the most important part of Dota. And I don't know if there's another hero that does it better than Chen right now, especially because Io was completely dumped on in this patch.
Let's see, what's my guess? I'm gonna still say Bat. Personally.
Okay. Yeah.
Hero with the highest win rate, minimum 5 games played. Okay.
Brood.
So that's a good one. Brood, Meepo, Abed is in this tournament. There's a lot of good Meepo players in this tournament.
Naga Siren.
It's gonna be a last pick cheese. It's gonna be like Brood or Huskar.
Yeah,
Matumba Man's playing in this tournament as well. He's an amazing Broodmother player. I think it's gonna be a cheese. I would actually go with Broodmother. I want to go with Meepo because I think Meepo's more of a pub stomper. Like generally, if you have an Abed or just some Meepo player that's a free Meepo game, they're gonna have this in just a ridiculous, disgusting win rate. But I think with the double stout shield nerf, Broodmother in an uncountered game could be way more disgusting.
Yeah, the question is, will we see 5 Broods through all of TI? Is it going to be too broken?
I think so. It's also possible that something like Brood might get first round picked by Matumba Man's team, Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Highest kill average. Hero with the highest kill average.
I mean, is that Brood? Like, if we're going with, because you probably want a hero that just goes off for 5 games and then isn't picked anymore after that.
Brood kind of farms. Brood kind of farms. Tinker is also possible because he's not going to get picked all that much.
Tinker's a
And
really good one.
Tinker gets like 30 kills, and the difference is like Brood in a game where where Brood is uncountered, she's uncountered. She does really well and she farms. She doesn't get that many kills. Tinker in a game where he's uncountered, 30 kills. I think Tinker's also been buffed a lot, and we're going to see those last pick Tinker games.
Nah, screw it. I'm going sniper. I'm gonna go sniper.
Okay. Well, Dota Alchemist, pick Tinker if you want.
Tinker's a pretty good one. Highest assist average.
Zeus, Spectre,
Phoenix, generally pretty good.
It's going to be one of the global heroes, guaranteed. It's nature's Zeus or Spectre. I would say it's probably going to be Zeus. It's going to be Zeus. He uses his ultimate in every fight.
He did get buffed a lot. He's still getting buffed.
He's going to get picked more than 5 games, I'm sure.
I'll pick Zeus also. Lowest
death average. The lowest death average. Okay.
Naga, Morphling, usually pretty good option. Anti-Mage.
Hard farming heroes. Naga's a really good one too because she just sits her fake. Oh, Arc Warden. Arc Warden, I think, is going to be.
Ooh.
I would say Arc Warden's the pick. That's my pick 100%.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like half the time, your hero is just not even remotely close to danger.
Yeah, I knew. I had it like on the tip of my tongue. I was like, what am I thinking of? And it's Arc Warden. I remember doing the video where Miracle just sat in base as Arc Warden for 75 minutes, and then they won.
Yeah.
Highest last hit average. Naga, Alchemist is pretty good. Anti-Mage. I would say Naga tends to drag games out for longer, and Anti-Mage and Alchemist don't. Like Alchemist has a timing, Anti-Mage has a timing. Naga's timing is at like 70 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. No, I agree. Naga makes a lot of sense. Hey, we got a check mark for it. It already says we're.
That's good. They already know. These are like preconceived. Okay. Yeah. XPM average.
Is this Arc because of the double Midas?
I mean, Meepo is because he has 4 Meepos. It's gotta be Meepo, actually.
Right, it has to be Meepo. If he gets played 5 games, then it's Meepo.
That's the hero's purpose. That's why he's good. It's like I'm gonna get 25 in 12 minutes.
Yeah, it has to be Meepo. I mean, I don't know if he'll get played 5 games. Probably.
Hero with the most kills in a game. I would honestly just go Tinker with this. I can't. It's like Tinker, PA. Storm. I can't not go Tinker. He just builds Dagon and has only nukes. Like the hero's just damage.
Yeah, I kind of feel like
not like an anti-mage.
I kind of feel like it's PA. You're gonna have
PA's a good one too.
You're gonna have like Nishon PA, and he's just gonna get really big, but the other team is gonna be like doing okay, and he'll just be one-shotting people for like 45 minutes. Most last
hits in a game.
I already said it's gonna be Sven.
You said it's gonna be Sven. Okay. I would go Naga for that too, but. Sven is like a close second for me. All right, teams. Now we get to the fun stuff.
Which team will win? I heard some odds today, and Secret is the favorite. They're like 3-1. VP was 6-1 as the second, and I think EG was like 9-1, something like that, maybe 10-1.
I know it's cliche, but I've watched a lot of these teams, and I'm gonna say I really like Team Secret. I think they. I think that's an incredible team. Like they're leagues above most of the other teams in TI. VP every single year they get like 5th through 6th. So yeah. I don't know. It's just statistically, I would like to say VP, and I think a lot of teams favor them. Like most pro players think VP's the best team that there is.
Yeah, it's weird too because I feel like they were better last year at this time.
But that puts a target on them. True. And I think they're targetable. Whereas Secret is hard to pinpoint, man. Like
they play something different than most people's Dota.
Yeah. It's like they play a different game. I don't know. VP just plays Dota really well, and Secret is like they're kind of like OG in that sense, where OG just plays a different sort of game, but I think Secret does it better.
I kind of want to say Vici Gaming personally, but I don't.
I was going to say my second guess would be Vici.
I just don't know if that team is going to be able to handle the pressure of playing in China. Like I think if this was somewhere else besides China, I think I might pick Vici, but I don't know. They've had the tendency to crumble under pressure before, and
let's be real, dude. We both want it to be EG. It's not going to be EG. they're gonna get second if they get a good result in the tournament. They'll get like second or third.
I'm gonna go with Vici just for my own predictions. I agree that it's probably secret and it's super lame to pick the favorites, but I'm gonna go with the China team. I really like Vici Gaming just as a team, like, and they seem to be peaking at a right time right now.
Oh yeah, they're definitely peaking. That's the reason I put them second, is because I've seen them play recently and they look fucking amazing. Team with most kills. I would say like Liquid's a pretty safe bet that it could be Miracle. Fnatic's also a pretty good bet. Abed has a tendency of popping off like
Fnatic
crazy.
Is going to do terrible this tournament, to be honest. I kind of feel like it's going to be like LGD versus OG as like a TI8 rehash showdown at TI9, and they're going to go like 70 minutes long or something. Yeah, Ana. I'm going to personally go with LGD because they fight a lot. But I agree.
So, team with the highest kill average. So what team fights a lot? I mean, I'd say this is VP. I don't know. I can't help but say this is like VP over any other team.
Yeah, I usually put VP for this almost every year.
It's like VP or LGD for this one.
Yeah.
Just go with VP because you want LGD for the other one, so you may as well hedge your bets.
Hedge it a little bit, yeah. Good strategy, Jenkins.
Team with the fewest deaths in a game. Who's like a real safe? Oh, in a game, so in a single game.
This is like stomping. I would say like Vici against Infamous, for example. They could like 24-1 them or something like that.
Yeah, it could also be LGD. It's going to be like a really disciplined team. It could be. I think EG's quite disciplined as well.
They definitely can be.
They can be. I look at these teams and I see a lot of players that could disrespect their opponents a little bit and die a couple of times. Yeah. But I don't see LGD and Vici doing that.
I'm gonna go with Vici.
Team with most assists in a game. That is such a weird metric.
I know.
Okay, so I guess that means what team is fighting a lot, what team is playing around each other a lot.
I'm going to pair this with my most kills, because if they have the most kills, they probably also have the most assists, is what I'm going to go
True.
with.
Most teams play around each other right now, so I think that's a fine... If you think LGD has the most kills, they're going to have the most assists, because most teams play around each other. They just stand on a high ground together. Team that wins the longest game, OG.
Someone with a Tinker versus a Naga lineup or something like that. Something ridiculous. I'll go with OG also. I mean, they just historically take games.
That's what they do. It's OG, like EG.
Not even EG anymore. Yeah, it's mostly OG. They like specifically try to go long.
They do. That's their strat. Team that wins the shortest game.
I'm gonna go with Vici in this one, pairing it with the fewest deaths for me personally.
The idea is that they're gonna stomp. I would say that's Vici or VP.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be one of these like just incredibly good at Dota teams, just beating some Infamous or something at just regular Dota.
Yep.
Team with the highest game length average. All right, I would also say that's OG there. I don't know. That's their whole shtick.
Right. And they're a team, like, even if they're getting stomped, they'll try and drag it out as long as possible. They're never going to GG out early. So even if they don't have a very good TI, I can see it still being them.
Team that picks the most different heroes. Okay, so this one's kind of bullshit because the team that wins will have the highest likelihood of picking the most different heroes, right? Because they went for the longest. They played the most games.
Not entirely true. Not entirely true. You want it
not necessarily true.
That lost early in the winners bracket and had to go through the losers bracket.
Sure. Okay. So I would say I would just bet Team Secret for this one.
You think they're going to lose in the upper bracket? I can see them losing in the upper
bracket. I'm not saying that for that reason. Like, sure, they're not going to have the largest number of games because of a loser bracket run. I think they might go through the loser bracket at a certain point, but I think they're going to get top 3. And they have a hugely diverse hero pool, and they're also a team that changes their draft based on a series. Like, they've done that forever.
That's true.
They'll change their draft every single series, and I think they're gonna go like I would want to say something like Infamous or something like that, because I think they're gonna learn a lot from playing at this tournament, but they're gonna get knocked out of groups, like they're gonna get knocked out first round, so they're not gonna have enough time to pick heroes. I think they're gonna learn a lot and grow a lot from the tournament, and therefore they're gonna expand their hero pool and pick a lot of heroes and try things. But Secret is just so versatile. Between series.
See, I just don't think that Secret is going to play enough games because I think they're going to be upper bracket finalists, and that means that they're going to have to play like half the games that another team will.
Do you think it's gonna be like Liquid
Uh,
going through
I
lowers?
was gonna go something honestly, something like VP or TNC, who would like have like kind of a brain fart moment in the upper bracket or something like that, and then win like 6 series in a row.
Team that picks the fewest different heroes. Infamous. Maybe go with some like Chaos.
I'm gonna go with Chaos. Yeah, I think that they're gonna basically pick like Dragon Knight every game. Like,
Yep. Highest kill average.
this is almost always Miracle, but I'm gonna go with Nisha because I feel like Secret is better than Liquid.
Okay.
And they pick him killing heroes a lot of the time.
Okay. Most player with the most kills in the game. I'm gonna go with Abed for that one, just because I know he's a Tinker player, and I think Tinker is gonna be the most kills in a game.
That's a good choice.
Player
I'll
with the
go
lowest
Abed.
death average. Ana is a pretty good choice for this one, but then again, their games go for a long time, so
Well, remember I did that video about Miracle, and it was Miracle, Nisha.
how he never dies.
Yeah, and like historically of KDA, it was Miracle, Nisha first, then Miracle, and then like a bunch of other people like maybe
But you
and
don't
stuff.
think Liquid's gonna win?
I don't.
You don't think, and therefore they're gonna have games where they're losing and they're not gonna look good.
Agreed.
And Miracle's gonna die in those games.
Yeah.
I would say Paparazzi. Paparazzi is like a Miracle too. Like he doesn't die either.
Yeah.
It's down.
He plays like Weaver and Morphling and all these heroes that are really hard to
Terror
kill.
Terrorblade and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Papa.
Papa.
Papa bless.
Highest assist average. Do we have any Zeus players in here?
Yapsor. I mean, he usually
Yapsor?
is
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
up there. It's gonna be like Zeus, Rubik, Earthshaker players. So,
But this is assist average, so this is like over all games. I don't think he's gonna be playing that much Zeus.
I'm gonna go with Fade. I'm gonna keep going with VG players.
Okay. That's
Plays
pretty
a lot
safe
of-
bet. Vichi's looked really good.
Plays
lately.
a lot of Rubik.
Most assists in a game. Come on, that's got to be Yapsor, right?
Probably. It's gotta be. Unless he's stealing all the kills, but I think that Yapsor is a pretty safe bet. Or
Well,
perhaps...
you steal one kill and you hit everybody else and get an assist in the team fight.
True.
That counts as assists.
Or it's like DJ in this game with Abed. Do we want to hedge, like really go for the big bucks and like find the right game?
No. That is ballsy, man. It's like doubling down. Come on.
We'll go with the
Doubling
Yapsor.
down with 2 good players.
Last hit
Highest
average.
Last hit average.
Who's the Naga players in this one?
Ana.
Ana, Arteezy.
Oh, Arteezy's a good one too. Arteezy's a really good one.
Yeah, he plays so much Naga too.
He plays almost exclusively hard farming carries.
Yeah.
Most last hits in a game.
All
I
right.
think that could.
Who's playing the Sven in this game? I think it's going to be Nisha.
Nisha's a good bet. It's gonna be. It's gonna be a carry player. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's the first. It's gonna be a carry player on one of the winning teams.
Yep. Or a Dusa
Most-
player, perhaps, but probably a Sven or like
Sure.
Naga.
I think it's gonna be a Sven or a Naga, some hero that doesn't necessarily push on a timing.
Yep.
GPM in a game. Alchemist. There's gonna be an Alchemist player. I would say Sumail. Like
Sumail.
Sumail. Yeah.
It feels like it's usually him, to be honest.
GPM average. Okay, so this is average. This is not.
Right. So it's going to be like the Tinker, Alk, Meepo player, or
This
it's
is a
going to be the
this is
Naga
a carry player. This is
Yeah.
a carry player without a doubt. Well, if we have Arteezy with the highest last hit average, I feel like GPM average is probably going to be
It's going to equate to
Arteezy,
that, right?
unless we think that the highest GPM average is going to be dictated by kills. But kills give way less gold than they did before.
Right.
Other than kill streaks give more. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't help but feel like the GPM average will just be a carry player.
Yeah, I would agree. Like you kind of have to put them two together.
Unless you
right?
believe that like every game's going to be a slaughter, which I don't think it is. Like people are really disciplined right now.
Yeah, and the meta's definitely shifted towards being longer games anyway.
Yeah, player that plays the most different heroes.
Zai. Although offlane is
It's
pretty-
offlane, yeah. Offlane is.
Mid one is another like decent option. He plays a ton of different heroes.
feel like it's going to be a position 4 because
4.
position 4s are like either second or first phased, depending on the enemy, and it really depends on the enemy draft. Like there's so many position 4s that people play.
FY is definitely a possibility. He plays a ton of different heroes.
He does, yeah.
I
would go with FY. I think LGD is going to do pretty well, and Yapsor doesn't play like a huge amount of heroes.
Yeah, that's the one thing about him is he has some heroes that he really likes.
GH doesn't either. Like I'm sure they can. It's just they usually play around like a lot of teams play around their 4 playing like specific heroes.
Yep. What about like Crit? He plays like all the weird stuff too. Like
Crit does play weird stuff.
Pangolier and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. It's like Crit or FY are pretty good bets in my opinion. I would go with FY.
All right, I'll follow your advice on this one. We can go with FY.
I just remember FY playing a shitload of. Oh, he's a pretty guy, isn't he?
Although he also could just play Shaker every single game. Like that's definitely possible.
It's gonna get banned. I feel like Shaker's in a really good place right now.
Sure.
Really good against a lot of the popular heroes. Okay, total number of games played at the main event. Okay, go to the make predictions. I want to see what the choices are.
41 is the minimum. So
I think 50 to 54. I think the teams are close. I think that all the top teams are really close, and there's only a few like kind of shit teams in TI.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 45-49. I don't think it'll be minimum, but I could see a world where we do have some pretty stompy games. Just like it kind of depends on how the meta evolves, and we don't know. Like Secret really could just come out and just be way better than everybody else, or something like that.
I doubt it with how like Vichi's looked.
It's true,
and Liquid too. Like lots of teams. Anyway, total number of heroes picked.
So all but I'm gonna go 101 plus. All but Drow and Visage were picked in the qualifiers. Granted, that's a lot more games than are gonna happen at TI.
Total number of heroes banned.
Tough. All right, let's go to picks and bans for the qualifiers. I know this is again, it's like entirely different because there's so many different teams, but
so
91 to 100.
Yeah. I think that's a good. Most combined total kills in a game. I'm gonna say over 100. 100 to 110.
Damn, people are gonna be popping off, huh? Some like just.
I think so.
Fighting constantly.
Oh, I think so. Some crazy long game. There's got to be one of them.
Just fights around Roche like every 8 minutes.
Yeah. This includes the group stages, right? Like I think there could be some crazy long games.
I'm gonna go even bigger. I'm gonna go 111 to 120.
I would say it's either the one lower than this or the one lower than that, but it's gonna be in that three groupings. I think longest game of the tournament, easily over an hour.
Yes.
So the first ones. We can ignore those. I would say like 70 to 79 minutes.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, like I think Arc Warden's going to be good. And I think you can hold Throne with Arc Warden. I think 80 to 89 is solid.
It very rarely goes longer than that, but I definitely could see it going there.
Shortest game of the tournament.
10
to 14.
People don't GG out that often these days.
10 to 14 or 15 to 19, 59.
You know what?
I think there will be like one game. Oh, that's right. Good job.
It's already got the check mark. Yep.
Yeah.
Most kills by a hero.
30. More than 26. It's either 23 to 25 for me or 26 plus.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go 26 plus.
Somebody's gonna get like 30 kills in a game. Are you kidding me? You just said people don't GG out too, so
yeah.
Some Abed Tinker.
Most deaths by a hero. What's Pile die?
21 plus. 21 plus.
21 plus in a long ass game. Yeah, I can see that.
It'll happen. At least one of these two things will happen.
We're just going all in on having epic ass games for the entire event.
Dude, the qualifiers are close, but there's also some teams that are going to get shit on. So
for sure,
this is a good TI. I said the qualifiers, but TI is really close. It's going to be insane.
Most assists by a hero, 36 plus. Are we just maxing out on everything? I mean,
I would say more 32 to 35.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, if we have a
I honestly don't think it's going to be like 30 plus kills. I think it'll be like 27,
I think it's going to be like
28.
Right, that's what I'm thinking too. It'll be like close to 30, but not like 35 or something.
Yeah. I'm going to go 36 plus, though. I could see somebody getting like 40 assists in a game. I think that's possible.
Sure. Like super late game. There's going to be one game that goes ultra late with like a Spectre or something.
Yeah, Naga with a Radiance. Like, it could just get a million assists in that game. You never know. Highest GPM.
Naga Radiance is trash, but yeah. 1,000. Definitely 1,000. Some Alchemist game. There's going to be an Alchemist. The last pick Alch. Like, come on.
Do you think he's going to hit 1,000, though? That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, 1,000. Sumail.
Sumail Elk. There you go. You have all of your predictions, guys. These are 100% guaranteed by Dota Alchemy to be correct. You're welcome for your Battle Plus points. And if you get them wrong for some reason, the fault is yours and not ours.
Yeah.
All right.
But if you get them right, that's us.